Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start a live Esoteric Cloud Surfer riding. And what is a Esoteric Cloud? Is a lighter, less dense, and vibing on a higher frequency and vibration vehicle that your spirit can jump into in order to travel to higher, more expanded, wider and wiser realms of reality, so you can have wiser and lighter perspectives about yourself and your own circumstances. So we are here today to talk about Mercury in Libra, to talk about the grand air trine in the sky, to talk about the grand earth trine in the sky, to talk about daily energies. And let's go into it. We're gonna do some astro readings, we're gonna do some tarot readings, and welcome very much to for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and uniqueness as well, and responsibility as well. Also, you can check my LinkTree, Darius LinkTree, and other links. You can find the email to contact us and forms to support us in the description down below. And you can always support this YouTube channel by subscribing, liking these videos, and just watching the videos is all the support that you guys need to do. Just keep watching the content, being interested, comment, suggest topics, or just ask questions if you want to know more about my perspective in any specific topic that I have already spoken on, that I didn't already spoken. Just ask, because that's what I do in this channel. I express my perspectives, okay, independing of my tone or how of my approach. I'm always looking for a conversation. I'm always looking just to express myself. I'm not saying that I'm absolutely right and the ones that don't see things as me are absolutely wrong. No. And like I said, despite how I look or how I come about it, or my tone or my actions, the space I'm coming from is that space of communication. So let's get communicating, because the moon is also in Libra, okay? And we're talking about Mercury in Libra. Actually, the moon is right now 1 degree Scorpio. All right, the moon is right now 1 degree Scorpio, but it was in Libra this whole day, right? So let's keep it at that. Okay, internet connection. YouTube, don't flunk with me. My image is kind of slow, right? My face, but that is good. Let me try. Hi Daria, welcome to the live stream. But if I refresh the live stream, maybe it starts another one like it is on Twitch.
Yeah, because YouTube, I don't know how it does.
Okay, we're a bit better now, but it's not very stable. Grand air trine in the sky, sun in Virgo. Let's go ahead. Hopefully it will improve, or I can just refresh it right now. It can get better. Hey Reese, welcome to the live stream. Let's go. Air soul and air energy. And my individuality does come in very air-like ways, but with some stability because of that Aquarius energy. Estás ligado à net? Ok. Eu quero trocar para lá para ver como é que fica.
Estás ligado à net de casa?
Não.
Ok.
Let's go. So, today we have the sun in Virgo, the moon in Libra and Scorpio, and it's a Mercury day in Libra. Mercury is 5 degrees Libra. Oh, I thought it was more into Libra right at the moment. Okay, no, I was confusing because Venus is a bit later. It's a bit more advanced in Leo over there, so I was confusing those. Okay, so with that, it's a very mental, it's a very logical, very rational, separating, organizing, saying, like, when I think about rational, I think about like in the military or in survival moments where you have this amount of food and you don't know how many days you will spend in a specific environment. So you need to ration the food, right? You need to separate in specific quantities for a specific number of people in order to survive. It's not to eat the most, it's not to get fully satisfied, it's not to taste the best food, it's just getting enough to survive and move on. That's rationalize. You cut and separate thoughts, ideas, feelings, and imaginations, and you carry what you need with you and nothing more. So that's today, okay? Today was a great day to initiate new ways to think, initiate new ways to communicate, okay? Feel comfortable with that or needing that in order to move on. And if you can't, initiate a new way to communicate, a new way to think, a new way to socialize, a new way to get out of deeper and lower emotions. You can carry into your next phase because Moon and Mercury are now in cardinal signs. So we can initiate, we can move things forward with our mind and how we communicate. And that comes to the Mercury archetype, which is the magician. And basically magic is you receive something or you create something within yourself. And if you don't like it, or if it's not what you need for that circumstance, you transmute it by taking or adding something to it. And right now it's a day to do that, especially by creating new ways to think and communicate that cut and separate from old ways to think and communicate. Alright? But right now, the moon is going into Scorpio. So right now, after we cutted, after we separated from old, dirty, heavy ways to think, communicate, and see ourselves in the whole world, now we will feel the need to connect deeply and to react deeply to the ones that stayed because they were able to upgrade themselves, or to those new ones. So it can be a bit weird because we just created something new or we ended something old and now we go deep into it. Okay, so we need to make sure that the new ways to think and communicate, the new relationships and the new partnerships, or the update, the upgrade or the refreshment of those things can go as deep as us. We can trust them, they are spiritual as us, they have the same deep desires or the same deep motivations behind stuff, so we can go really deep. If not, it will just result in very shallow and surface level relationship or business or whatever, that it will not go much forward, and you can be going very deep or you can be giving a great amount of emotional support to something that will not pay back. Okay, so be aware of that. But with the Sun in Virgo, we can always take action in a rational and organized way, and we can be dry while maintaining a sense of connection. So it's great, like it's like not a break up type of energy. It's like being a harsh, cut some corners, okay, not the whole house, but cut some corners or some grasses that were perturbing the flow of energy or whatever. So it's not destroy the whole house, it just cut some things and still maintaining that sense of connection so we can move lighter and better forward into this new cycle, all right? So because the Sun in Virgo is giving that to what we were already feeling and thinking with the Moon and Mercury in Libra, you know, and the Sun in Virgo is how we do it or how we see it from a more logical and conscious or realistic way. All right, and that's today's energies. Today's energies astro reading. All right. Let's move on to today's tarot. Today's energies tarot reading. Let's pull one card. We already went deep enough with the astro reading, right? And we have more readings to do. Let's go. Okay, reversed 10 of Cups. Let's go. So this means that it's a lot of emotion, a lot of feelings, okay? A lot of connections, or not a lot of connections, like you don't have a lot of friends, but you have like one or two friends with a deep connection. Because this represents not the number, but the impact. It's water. It's not like you can count it. You can feel it. How is it light? Is it heavy? Is it dense? Is it fluid? It's sticky icky? Is it clear? you know? Or is it just murky and confusing? Right? So it's a lot of that, of whatever you feeling in that relationship or in your mind, or the things you are the feelings or relationships you're trying to analyze are full. It's a lot of passion, a lot of anger, a lot of connection. It's just whatever it is a lot, okay? And that is making your mind kind of like you have an old PC from 1996 trying to run a game from 2022, right? You just can't handle it. It's your mind right now. Your mind is like, bro, it's a lot of things, and it's why it's your mind reaching the limit, because it's emotions and feelings. Okay, it's something from the subconscious realm. So our mind, or what we call our mind, which is just a part of it, our logical side, moon and Mercury in Libra, and the sun in Virgo, all logical, all mercurial, all masculine, all external, okay? uh, but because Earth is more external than water, but Earth is still the feminine side of the air energy. But that all of that is trying to be logical, or trying to make sense, or trying to organize, trying to direct a whole bunch of feelings of whatever it is. It's just a whole bunch. And when it's a whole bunch of feelings, things get heavy, dark, and very like impactful. Okay, that's why it's reversed. All right.
It's like going down.
Yeah, it's yeah the what yeah well, yeah great point. When the card is normal, it's a whole fountain going up. It's all beautiful. Wow, yeah, exalted, like spiritual orgasm. But it's going down. You are like being dragged, being drowned on it. The cups are not holding. The cups are adding on to the stream. Okay, so you can add on to that negative spiral, or you can use your individuality. You can use your wants and needs to revert this in your favor. Like I said, the mercurial aspect, the magician. It's a lot of energy, a lot of substance, and you transform it, and you use it, you direct it for your own purpose. Okay? But that's why it's reversed. It's like a medicine that tastes bad.
Yeah.
You kind of like really need to kind of work, that feeling when you go to your work, to your job, and you really don't want to go, but you know that you gotta go because you gotta pay the bills, you gotta have that responsibility. That's the responsibility with you, with your internal world. You have to go to work. You might just relax and watch something fun on the internet, or some anime, or some sports. No, it's time. You can do that, but you always have something in your back processor, always processing these deep emotions, because that's what you need to focus, to transform all those emotions and feelings about whatever it is into something that you can think and communicate clearly in a fresh, new, and sophisticated way about, in order to, Moon in Scorpio, create deep relationships, moments, and experiences. Okay? Because if you don't turn this lighter, you will drown or go deep into the wrong relationships, because it's too much water in front of you, and underwater we can't breathe well, we can't communicate well. In literal water, when you go to the pool or to the ocean, you can see well. Okay, you can swim, but it's not as fast as you do outside of water. So that's literally how your mind can feel today. Sluggish, going slow. You get into one feeling, you go deep on it, you're going all the way.
Yeah. It's like that transition from Libra to Scorpio is really like, it's like your last breath, and you're going into deep waters for 2 days.
True.
2.5 days.
Yeah.
Because it's really stay still in deep waters.
Or like you are preparing your oxygen tank before you go deep.
Emerging.
And that it's the new relationships, or the new way to think. It's that oxygen tank, and if it's like filled with toxic gases, you will die down there.
Yeah, you really have to be prepared.
Or you come back with brain damage.
Yeah, you have to come prepared and know you have to be light under those circumstances.
Because when you come out of the waters, you go into Sag. So now it's time to talk about it.
About the experiences you had.
And if you come with brain damage, nobody you might have the best experience in the world, but nobody
can understand you.
Because you had toxic gas in your tank.
You didn't create that wisdom and knowledge to be able to express that to the people, make that connectable.
Or you just went through some flunked out experiences that were deep, but it weren't meaningful. So You are kind of ashamed to share your
you don't want
testimony.
to-
Yeah, don't want to talk about it. But I don't want to talk about it.
Don't wanna talk-
Okay, so how can we make things lighter today? Sunshine, Yellow Dragon. Make yourself happy. Make the ones you love happy. Make your internal natures happy, but not be too gullible. Just make them happy. Don't make them over satisfied. Don't make them think they better than you. They over you. Don't make them think you need them. Talking about desires, people, places, and things around yourself. You're gonna be like, no, I'm indulging you right now because I want to, because I know what I'm doing, and I'm having a good time, and you too. So shut up, you know. And you gotta be like, no, because you might have some like generational curses, bad memories, people around you saying, oh, you're drinking too much, you're smoking too much, you're doing this too much, or are you doing this today? And like throwing like shading or throwing shade to your desires. Like
With
you
those
might
questions.
you might enjoy a good ass burger and your friend is a vegetarian and be like, oh, you
Are
animal
you-
killer, you know? And you'll be like, bro, I'm just enjoying myself. And you should do too the same. You should eat your vegan ass burger and be happy as well. And then you being a greater example, like instead of you hating on my desires, you're
You
gonna be
love-
happy about your
Yeah,
desires. Okay?
You love what you do.
Yeah, you love what you do. You don't even participate in the fight. You be like, bro, I'm just enjoying myself.
Yeah.
And you have to do maybe that to yourself as well. Just all those emotions and feelings, trying to make sense about it. Okay, pause. Let me go enjoy yourself. Or find the joy, find the power of your individuality in that process. And that will make it, instead of a full-on waterfall chaos, it will make you like stronger. And you can feel that and you know that. Okay? Beautiful. I like that. All right. And that was today's energies, Astro and Tarot reading. And now let's analyze a little bit the Grand Air Trine and the Grand Earth Trine in the sky. So what is a Grand Earth Trine, or a Grand Trine in general? For the ones that don't know, it's when the planets in the sky right now are making an alignment, aka 3 different planets are in 3 different signs of the same element. Alright? So, for an example, let's look at our sky right now. Right? We have Mercury in Libra, we have Mars in Gemini, and we have Saturn in Aquarius. 3 different planets, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, in 3 different signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of the same element. Cardinal air, Libra, fixed air, Aquarius, mutable air, Gemini. And what does that mean? It's just we have a big ass highway between those locations, those towns, those perspectives. So they are sharing a lot of information, and you can have access to those information super fast. And like you are on Mars, you go straight to Mercury, you go straight to Saturn, and it's direct. Okay, that can be good, that can be bad. How do you know that? How do you know if the Grand Air Trine is good or bad? For you, okay, for you, is it good or bad? For you, first point, individuality, use your own chart, right? And then understand the element. If it's air, you're gonna have a gift on thinking and communicating. So you can think too much, or you can think very well and get sufficient in your mind to be able to do what you're here to do. You can communicate too much, you express things that you don't need to express, you tell things to others that others don't need to do to know about, or you talk very well and you get that business meeting, nailed it. Not only they signed the contract that they were supposed to sign, they want more, they bring their friends, their companies, hey, more contracts, because you expressed very well, or in the way that it was like how it was the perfect way that they need to receive it. On point, because that's the responsibility, or the and not or it's the responsibility and the power of air signs, being able to take some spiritual shit and communicate it like you need to hear it, like I need to hear it, like that other guy need to hear it. So it's the ability to take the same feeling or the same vision and communicate in the best way for me, the best way for her, the best way for him, direct that, okay? And the water signs have the responsibility and the power to show all the other signs that we can also communicate in other ways. So they need to have more trust in themselves, the water signs, and they have to really get a hold of their feel. I was about to say control, that's why I say quote, but then I went into the Grand Air Trine sign, Grand Air Trine in the sky, right? And I got that idea really quick, that better idea. They need to get a hold of their feelings, so they can be an example of, oh, I have all this wisdom and intuition and I know how to use it. So when we can't find the word for it, we can still understand each other, and that helps the air signs. And the air signs help the water signs. When you are lost in your feelings, sometimes you just need to open up, or you just need to make sure I understand what you're going through, so we can share and relate. Okay? So the Grand Air Trine in the sky, it's a gift of thinking, communicating, and analyzing. So you can do it very well, or you can do it too much. But it's a gift, it's there. Another point, the final point, you gotta make sure that you are using it. Okay? Because everybody has a gift right now when it comes to the mind, thinking, and communicating. And if you don't use your gift, two things can happen. It can rotten and attract flies and bugs, or somebody can use it for you because you are not using it. So be like, oh, you're not playing with your toy, can I play with it? And then when you see them playing with your toy, you get mad about it. That happens a lot with kids. Yeah. They have this toy they don't care about. Another kid comes in, they start playing with that toy, now they suddenly, it's their favorite toy and nobody can play with it. You know, and that happens, like when you have an idea and you procrastinate about it. Hold on, too much air. I'm getting dry. When you have this original, unique idea, or you have that creativity you want to express, but you procrastinate about it, what happens in the spiritual realm is like you as a spirit created something, or you shed light to something, okay? But that's not you. So other spirits can see that, they can use freely, okay? And then it's up to you as a spirit to claim intellectual property. And it's the responsibility of the other spirits to know that, okay, that's not you, but you created it. So that creation carries your traits. And when they use it, the traits of that creation can perturb and they will influence whatever they are doing. So they can't blame you like, oh, I followed your advice. I just said something. You did it. So you used my advice, it didn't go well, but it's not my responsibility because you took my creation and did it for yourself. You should be wise enough to know, okay, that advice doesn't work. Or you should be wise enough to know that you're just learning as well. Mm-hmm. All right?
And to know where it comes from.
Yeah. So when you have that idea, but you don't make it real, another spirit can come in and use that idea for themselves. And the more you procrastinate, gets from that idea. So the easier it is for others to take it, and you can claim your power back. You can claim, oh, I was the guy that made it the first time, or I was the guy that came up with it. Because even if others believe in that, they will not care about it. Okay, because you didn't do it when it was your turn. Now it's somebody else's turn. Alright? But when you do it and others follow up, even if you then go to away from, even if you fuck it up and you lose it all, others, you will always be like a legend. You will always be the guy that did it first, you know, or that presented that first to the world, of the guy that had that idea, or the guy that did that crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? You will always carry that power with you wherever you go, okay? But it's like, if you don't do it, if you don't use your gift, and then others use it for you, bro, it's on you. You were you just, shit, I just tell them there is gold here. Let me grab it, because you the closest, you're the first one to be there. So you can grab it all. The others will take a lot of time to come in. Okay, because they're just following you. You just took it out of the ground, and the others will be like, hey, that guy took it, that guy found some gold, let's go get to him. And you can just like, no, bye, that's mine. And you go out, right? So, but if you just leave it there, and you go do something else, the others will take it, and you have my gold. Then you come back. Oh, where is my pot of gold? It's not just a little pebble now. Hey, and you see that guy over there, rich as fuck, getting all the attention, all the bitches, and you be like, but I found the gold. Yeah, but they used it. They bought the cars and the penthouses with it, not you.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, smooth. You want some?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit cold. So, that's how you know. That's how you basically judge or evaluate a grand trine in the sky. It's a gift, so you're gonna do it too much or very well. And are you doing it? Where and how? And that's then when we go to the planets and the signs. So, what things are sharing energy in a very fast and clear way? Mars, passion, motivation, anger, and frustration. Mercury, thinking, communicating, and analyzing. Saturn, structure, completing cycles, understanding things from a higher perspective, and networking, teamworking in order to build something stable and unique. So, and then the passions are in a mutable way. The thinking and communicating are in a cardinal way. And the construction is in a fixed way. So we have a trying to initiate a new thought, then we can build on it, we can communicate it, making a video, make others talk about it, make others add their mind to it, and then we make it even a step further and we share it with the world in a passionate and motivated way. That's just an example, but things like that will work very well right now. So go ahead, support this channel, and share this video with your family and friends, spiritually speaking, in the part of the friends and family. Sharing the video, you can share it spiritually, but in real life as well. Press that button. That's how you do it. It's no ritual, no spell, no jam. Just press that button. All right. And that's the grand air trine in the sky. We have a gift to initiate new thoughts that lead to a unique and stable construction that we can use to spread and share and expand our passions and motivations. All right. And then we have the grand earth trine, all right, which is Sun in Virgo, Uranus in Taurus, and Pluto in Capricorn. And this one is a bit more like spiritual, or more like expanded, or wise, or connoisseur, or more like deep, because it involves two great elders, two bodies, two planets, two spirits that created those bodies, that they already learned and separated from the desires that we are going through right now.
Yeah.
But they still not completely detached. So we can still feel their presence and see the things that they left behind. So we can learn how to be more unique, Uranus. We can learn how to live in our dreams, Neptune. And we can learn how to transform and change everything around us using our uniqueness and our dreams, Pluto, right? Yeah. And they already did that. That's why they were able to go to higher, more expanded locations, because they learned the spirits that created, because teamwork makes a dream work, right? There is a main spirit following, and there is a main spirit being followed by many spirits, like you. You got million spirits inside of you as well, but you the main bitch, you the main hoe. You the main hoe, right? And they already learned how to be more unique despite their desires, despite what others tell them, what the world is blocking you. I'm gonna be more unique. I'm a rebel. I'm gonna create a whole rebellion. It's not just me, it's this whole town now. Uranus. No, doesn't matter what the world tells you. You need to do this, you need to do that. I'm still living my dreams, not just spiritually, in reality as well. That's the power of Neptune. That's power in the Pisces, I'm telling you. And then it's like, because you did that, you were unique and you lived your dreams and you make your dreams come true no matter what the world presented you. You transformed the whole world. Either you died and your spirit was so charged it went directly to another galaxy, or you were so real about your individuality and dreams, the whole world died, aka transformed, aka you were a visionary, you created a new country, you created a new religion, you created a new super successful business. You transform the whole world. Now people don't value money anymore. They value individuality, creativity, and spirituality, and astrology and shit like that. Boom! The whole world transformed. The old world died. All right. So all of this to explain how more wider the Uranus and Pluto trine with the Sun is, because the Sun makes us see things clearly. The Sun makes us feel, let's do this. The Sun makes us feel happy by being ourselves. The Sun can make us feel happy by stomping down on others' individualities. Nerfed Serena on Pokemon Unite. Stomp, you know. I was just feeling that. Somebody stomping down on my individuality. You know, if you play Pokemon Unite, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Team Unique Stars. And we can see things directly and clearly, and we have a gift to see that really, in reality, like not just really like, whoa, shit, like right there. You go outside and you see that. People talk about it, people doing it, you doing it, you know? And what we doing it, what we have the gift to see clearly and act clearly about. Unique changes in how we get fixed in terms of stability and feeling loved and comfortable and juicy and bountiful, and also with how the world transforms around us and how you transform the world in deep ways that on positive ways you ascend spiritually, on negative ways you get traumatized and branded like iron, transform things in a deep level that leads us, or that are about structure, stability, organizing, and creating an infrastructure that can support something, you know? And we're gonna do that in a more mutable, communicative, communal. What is activating that, or what is supporting that, what is awakening that will in us, is the uniqueness and individuality when it comes to being fixed on your stability and receiving value, and transforming the world, or your own world, not just the world, but transforming your own world by creating new ways to be stable or feel stable. And we want to show that. We want to show, and we want to show that and make others a part of that as well. Okay? For example, creating your own business, you show others that they still think that they need the 9 to 5 job, and you show them, no, you can have your own business and be responsible, have a lot of money and things like that. So, you know, that's an example. Or you just create a new way to do business, or you can have a new that's the same business, but you create a new routine to go about it. You create a new way to communicate about it that caters to more uniqueness and transformation, and then that will impulse and make your business or your understanding of life grow exponentially. Okay? Because you are seeing spiritual things in a very real way, in objects, in people, in actions, in profit, in transactions, in statistics, just by going outside.
Yeah.
Because it's Earth. It already accumulated, and now it's getting real.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be real today. It might still be finishing the accumulation process, and it's real in a week or something. I'm making a lot of noise drinking that. And make sure that whatever you are participating with, whatever scenario of stability and organization you are adding on to your individuality and actions, is leading you to unique changes and deep transformations in your own life and personal business. Okay? And let's go. Mercury and Libra, here we are, creating new ways to think and communicate and analyze and socialize, creating it's not necessarily creating new topics, it's just creating new ideas, new, better, more sophisticated, new ways to think and communicate, okay? From fresh, from the 0 point. Alrighty? And let's go do a quick astro reading. And let's get going. As you can see, we have Sun in Virgo 8 degrees, we already talked about that, and Moon in Scorpio 1 degree. And then we have little Mercury 5 degrees over there, Libra. Then the Grand Air Trine goes into the Mars in Gemini, Saturn in Aquarius. Then we have the Uranus in Taurus, Pluto in Cap, there we go, and the Sun in Virgo, infinitely. Then we have a trine, not a grand trine, but we have a trine between Jupiter and Venus, and we have little Neptune alone in water. It's trining with the Moon right now, so that's actually good. We can be fixed in our dreams, illusions, imaginations. We can find an anchor, and the shadow government loves to use the anchor because they love to make a certain group of people or the masses stuck and fixed in one feeling. You know, that's like it's like basically agriculture. You have your cows in your own land producing milk for you, for an example. You don't want them to go around. Maybe that was a bit of a stretch, but you know, that's what the anchor means. They get you fixed on that feeling, and then the masses produce a certain outcome that they desire, or just to do some social experiments.
Or
but
milk the cow.
Milk the cow, right? But that's good. Or this trine between Neptune and the Moon is good because everything is on fire, earth, and air. So everything is very external point. And Neptune was kind of alone in Pisces. You need to travel a lot, or you need to be very unique and separate yourself in order to access some kind of spiritual comfort. But right now with the Moon, you can feel more deeply connected to the simple things that you already have. Or you can find a greater emotional support that you were expecting from your relationships, or just the universe is showing you signs of, bro, you've been a strong spirit, you've been believing in yourself, you've been believing in your dreams. So here, take this feeling, take this space, take this environment where you can fix yourself in, and you can go soak and deep and feel good and feel satisfied and just experience some really good things out of your Neptune dreams, illusions, and imaginations.
Yeah, real shit. You take one step,
Yeah.
spirit takes another.
Real shit. Not God.
No.
Spirit. Your spirit. Amazing gifts in the sky, real sharp but fun. True. Real sharp. Yeah, that Grand Air Trine is really sharp, but then it's very easy to laugh after, like, you be serious, and then it's just, hi Steven, welcome to the live stream. Everybody watching right now, go check the video on my channel, which is me and Steven. Oh, you just need to stop doing that, or why you do like that type of scenario, and then it's just very fun, or like very easy to be like, oh, I was being a bit this, or was being a bit that, and then both start laughing or remembering some time, oh, you always like that, and it's okay. It's also a gift for that. But then with the Grand Air Trine, if you don't have the ability to make things lighter, there is a gift to things staying deep as they were. So if you can't lift it up, you will experience some roughness, or you have to walk weird in the room because you feel that certain tension. Then can lead to good sex, though, to good deep relationships with the Moon in Scorpio.
Because it's really like a gift out of, it's like everything is very dry right now.
Yes.
And by this gift coming in, like it's like a very watery gift for you to just get lost in your dreams.
Yeah,
and
because
be like, oh shit, some water.
Because you were working on expressing it
Yeah.
and being stable and making sense. Now it's a gift for you. Rest. That's why I'm saying the anchor. Go deep into this space so you can rest and fulfill yourself and feel connected, and be passionate about it. Be motivated. Be like, yes, I deserve this.
Yeah.
But you gotta really you like the universe is giving you the space or the emotion, and you need to be fixed on it.
Hold
You
in.
you need to use all the shit that you were worrying about or that you were going through, and you'll be like, no, I went through that, so I deserve this. You create you the space is already there. You fix it. You make pressure with that passion and motivation. It was that card that came from today's energies, Ten of Cups, right? If it's reversed, you get just deeply lost or deeply perturbed or deeply hurt about your emotions, feelings, or whatever. That's the reverse Ten of Cups, you know. But we are here to talk about right now Mercury in Libra. Let's go. Mercury in Libra, creating new ways to think, communicate, and analyze in a more sophisticated, new, fresh, and innovative way, right? That can lead to some insecurity, because until you share that new way of thinking and communicate, you never be sure how others gonna react. You never be sure how others feel about you if you don't ask them. There is no ritual, there is no spell, there is no gem, there is no crystal. Just go ask them, right? And but you might feel weird or indecisive because you create one way, you imagine the situation in one way. Let's go, I'm ready. Then you take a step, you are about to leave the house, boom, you create another way. Then you close the door, boom, you create another way. Then you get in the car, boom, you create another way. And now you are all indecisive. It's so many ways that you can do. And actually, the Grand Earth Trine, can help us be more rooted and grounded and be like, no, I have this objective, this is my goal, let's go for it. It doesn't matter how I speak or how I say, or no, it doesn't matter what I say, it matters how I say it. What it matters is that I'm focused on this goal, and that is going to get across. And then you create a new way to think and communicate that represents that. All right? And Mercury in Libra is fatal attracting the Sun in Virgo. So we are thinking and communicating in a fresher and lighter way about the details, the organization, and the structuring and the alchemization that we are paying attention, expressing, and acting about. Mercury in Libra is right now more deeper and more spiritual, or about or having conversations or initiating conversations about deep shit, deep occultism, or deep desires. Then Mercury in Libra is trining Mars in Gemini. So this is a gift to create new and fresh thoughts, ideas, and ways to analyze that we can apply some passion into in order to spread it and share it. So if you are passionate and motivated about your creativity when it comes to the mind realm, you can share that, you can express that, you can make some great conclusions about things that really seem unconnected, and you create that point of reference that connects everything. And boom, everybody will be like, bro, shit, whoa, that guy's so smart. You know? Mercury in Libra, sextiling Venus in Leo, the opportunity to have a strong spiritual purpose. Okay, we have a central fire, and then you create new ways to think and communicate that, because you have that fixed fire, your relationships, what you love, what you enjoy, and how you relate. It's not how or how in physically. It's, in this case, it's a bit reverse. It's like what you are trying to relate. Is it unique? Is it fixed? Does it have power, strength, and authority over yourself? Do you see yourself in your highest light when you are relating? If so, you can go ahead and use Mercury in Libra to have the opportunity to create new ways to think and communicate about that will be received better and in a more relatable way. Okay? So it's like, you want to show this fire to me, so you create a new way to think and communicating about it, and you communicate it to me. Then you want to share that fire with Daria, you create a new way to think and communicate that with Daria, you know?
The image is still very still.
It's okay.
But
If-
the voice.
What is important is that the message,
Yeah,
the voice
speech is
gets across, you know?
there. Speech is there.
gets across. Let's go. It will get better. It will get better. Mercury in Libra opposing Jupiter in Aries. Okay? Totally not misunderstanding, but totally failing or thinking you were about to get a good and nice conversation about your uniqueness and individuality, or about something new that you discovered, and somebody's now opposing it, somebody's hating on it, somebody's saying it's not spiritual, somebody's saying that their idea, their vision is more spiritual, and then you gotta be the strongest spirit and create a new way to think and communicate that it's more relatable, that can create balance, because they are acting all fiery and all separated, but you know you want to create that connection, you know it's the best for you or the best for the both of you to create that connection. So if they're being all fiery or all like my spirituality is better than you have to create a way to like make them feel more calm without totally agreeing and giving your power away. Or you are on the other side, you are the one opposing, saying you're not unique enough, that's not true, you didn't find that yourself, you didn't find God, you're just talking about God, I've seen God, what you're talking about, you didn't see God, okay? These new wage things, you saying that's not God, and then you guys talking about the same thing, you guys talking about how dreams are cool, but you are saying that when you dream, you go into God, and they are saying the dreams is just your spirit traveling in the spiritual, and you guys are talking about the same thing, but you're like, no, God said that what you... then Mercury in Libra, trining Saturn in Aquarius, a gift to refresh or attract new thoughts, feelings, and partners that can refresh as well. They can refresh the minds of your new partners, or the new thoughts of your old partners can refresh your stability and whatever you or you guys were building together, to still be relatable, but always maintaining that uniqueness and individuality about your construction, about your building. So that kind of relates with the sextiling with Mercury in Libra and Venus in Leo. You can create new and relatable ways to communicate, but about individuality, about your unique construction. Okay? Always about that. Don't lose yourself in gossip. Alright? Then Mercury in Libra is misunderstanding Uranus in Taurus, creating new ways to think and communicate, or getting excited about new information, okay? That is about how we are changing into a more unique way to gain stability and being fixed and secure in our lives. And somebody can present you a new idea, or you have a new idea, and you're gonna think, or they are telling you that it's going to grant you something fixed and stable, and then it will not, and you are creating expectations, and you are giving your time, because Saturn is exalted in Libra, you are creating those new responsibilities, you're creating those new relationships, you're creating those new agreements and contracts that down the line only get you fixed in the same old story, in the same old pyramid schemes. Be careful with that. But if you're really unique and individual, you will find unique and individual ways to be stable and organized in the world. Okay? Then Mercury in Libra, misunderstanding as well Neptune and Pisces, creating new ideas, creating new formats, creating new podcasts and ways to talk, think, and communicate about your dreams, illusions, and imaginations. And you might be talking about the wrong dreams. You might have the right dream, or the right vision, or the right spiritual principle in your mind, but you are creating the wrong way to talk about it, or you are initiating that conversation in the wrong moment, with the wrong people, in the wrong place. Okay? But then, misunderstandings are actually the most fun alignment, because it can create a weird moment, but depending on what planets and energies are aligning, that weird moment can lead you into a new relationship, a new partnership, a new business opportunity, people seeing you as like a bit weird, but they fuck with you, they like you because you bring excitement and creativity, okay? Then, Mercury in Libra, squaring Pluto in Capricorn, learning how to think and communicate in a lighter, fresher and sophisticated way about some deep, harshful, and traumatizing changes in the world, or transformations, not changes, in the world, or you need to be more light about the deep changes that you are making in the world right now, or learning how to be more serious, more direct, and cutting to the cheese when creating new relationships, or you need to learn how to initiate a new stage in your relationship with your partner, romantic or business. You need to force that new status, that new responsibility that we need to take care of. And then after that roughery, you guys will create a new, lighter way to think and communicate about the whole circumstance, okay? And let's go for the tarot reading for each sign. Let's move it. After the tarot reading, or after this stream, I'll be live on Twitch playing some Pokemon Unite, so make sure to catch me there, y'all. Let's go. So if you have Libra in the first house, which is me, actually, it's me. Libra in the first house, Mercury is there right now. It's still 5 degrees. It's fresh out of the cusp. It's like going live right now. Mercury is going live. Or no, maybe Mercury is still writing the description and the title of the live stream, then goes live. Like at 6 degrees, you know? Or because when it hits 7 degrees, it's when it's completely detached from that old energy. Mm-hmm. With 5, it's not like, oh, it was so cool, and now I can do that after this. Then 6, it's like, okay, let's do it. And then 7, boom, you're already doing the new thing without even thinking about it. And then 8, you'll be like, oh, this is the shit. Then 9, please.
And then it's the second decade.
Yeah, then you fall into some new realization. Okay, let's go into this new phase. You fall from the high horse just to do it again. And that's how we move, you know, like worms. And that's like, so if you go from always in the same fluid, you can pass through other fluids and it seems like a portal. But that's too much metaphysics for right now.
It's like channels of currents.
Yeah, and if you go straight through a channel, you can pass a lot of other channels that if you don't go through that channel, you have to go around and around and switch channels. But if you go straight through that channel, you go direct. But because it is like a worm, the wave is like a worm, they call it wormholes. But I might be wrong. I'm just a air sign creating new ideas. Let's go. That's what I do here. Let's go. I'm not a scientist, but I'm not a rapper. So, let's go. If you have Mercury in the first house, it means you're going to create new ways to think and communicate, analyze in a more sophisticated, lighter, and sometimes gullible way, because Libra is still ruled by Venus, about your personality in general, personal interests and personal insecurities, and I went through that, but for me it's different because my Mars is also in Libra, so Mercury is conjuncting my Mars, so what I did was I took some power and control. I was motivated and I was mad about some bullshit that was in my mind for a long time, and today I was like, nah bitch. And actually when I was shopping with Taria, I was just talking about that, what I did in my day that led into that, so I'm talking some real shit. You know, and we have 2 of Wands. Okay, if you have Libra in the first house and Mercury going through that right now, you have the opportunity, the chance, the ability, the gift, okay, or you have the event available to you to create or to find or to be a unique, spiritual, exciting and creative partner, or you can find an exciting, creative and spiritual partner, or you can just create exciting conversation or a new exciting theme to your already ongoing relationship, most likely with yourself because it is the first house. But if you have a unique relationship with yourself, then that's what you're gonna use on the 7th house. That's what you're gonna tell others. If you have a unique thought or you have a unique process that in your mind that led you into realizing your power, and then like I did, I told that to Miss Taria, I just related some unique shit, and she felt that uniqueness. She got inspired by that uniqueness because I had a unique relationship. I had a spiritual, transforming relationship with myself. Then I had it with Miss Taria. first, 7th house. Let's go. If you have if you have Libra in the 2nd house, and not your Mercury, but the Mercury is going through there right now, you are creating new ways to think and communicate in a more sophisticated, lighter, and sometimes gullible way about your values, about how others value you. So right now, you might be looking for justice, or you might feel like putting yourself under others is better just to receive that value, just to receive the validation, just to receive the money. Woo! That was until the limit. Let's go.
Let's go.
That was good. That was to the limit.
Yeah.
So make sure you are valuing yourself above everything else. But make sure that if you're selling like an idea or a product, make sure you're not selling a broken mug for $75. Make sure you're selling your product for what you think it's the right value. And then you can sell your broken mug for $75, but then you will realize nobody buys it, or I buy it to make a video making fun of it on YouTube, and then you realize, bro, I better create a new price or a new mug or a new business or a new whole YouTube account. But I gotta create something new in your values and what you value and what you think others gonna value. You know, you have here some stories, some side quests on Skyrim, and we always know that Skyrim has 1 million hours because of the side quests. We're not going fighting the Draugrs right now. We're not going to that other islands where you have Amber Ashes and the vampires and shit. No, we're gonna kill the dragons now.
Because there's like a million missions just to fight dragons.
Yeah,
Stop doing
the dragons, right?
Stop doing
We're
those
gonna be the dragonborn. We're gonna use our shout to change the
Do
world.
the main mission.
AKA your voice, your own frequency and vibration. You use your shout, your frequency and vibration to change the world around you. And in Skyrim you can change time, you can freeze, you can make opponents weaker, you can just push them, you can make them on fire, you can make them levitate, you can go invisible using your own frequency and vibration. AKA magic, use your own frequency to influence the frequency of the surroundings. But let's go, Mercury and Libra in your 2nd house. Stop. You're making me distracted. Let's go. I just corrected you guys. Oh, I told you, fixed fire, Queen of Wands. Make sure you are valuing yourself above everything else. Make sure you are giving this great spiritual support to yourself. Make sure you are seeing yourself in the highest way, then you go do some business. Okay? But make sure that you also try, or at least are open to see the value on others. Don't be too demonic and only think that you are the only valuable one. No, others have value too. And sometimes others might value others more than they value you, but you never should value others more than you value you. But you also should understand that it's okay for others to value others more than they value you, because in the end of the day, you are valuing yourself above everything else. So you already got the buyer. Let's go. Let's go to your 3rd house. If you have Libra in the 3rd house, you have Mercury there right now. So you are creating new ways to think and communicating about you on a different way that might hurt you. Others might think so different from you, they might separate from you. It might hurt you, and you gotta take power and control. Be like, no, I feel in this way. I want to move in that direction. That is the best for me. Or others might try to make you think in a new way. The environment might try to direct your mind and your attention. You have to be like, no, that's my feelings. That's my mind. I pay attention to the dreams and imaginations that I want to pay attention to. Don't let anybody on your surroundings create a new way to think and communicate about your dreams, about your visions, about how you feel safe and comfortable. No, you create new. That's how you claim the power and authority. You create new ways to think and communicate, and you tell them, bitch, you have no power here. Moving on. 4th house. Now that's a bit weird because it's a learning process. Oh, but in the first, no, the first house is an opposition, which is sometimes smoother than the learning process. Okay, so you have Libra in the first house. It means you are always learning how to be more light about your family members and people close to your heart, and that you let into your bedroom physically and metaphysically, and others around you need to learn how to see you or feel or see you a bit light and a bit distant, but they have to understand that's how you treat them deep. That's how you feel connected with them, by giving them space or giving yourself space or being fun and light, you know? And they have, that's how Libra, no, that's, okay, I'm confusing with myself. That's how Libra risings bring balance to life. But by you having Libra in the fourth house, any house you have Libra in, you bring balance to the people in that area, or they need to bring you balance, kind of in that way, because they need to understand that you act light about family, and they might be very family is everything and you are not, and they have to understand that, but they might not. That's why you need to learn how to be light, because your father might hate you just because you don't go to the family dinners, but you have your own girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever to spend time with, and you might go have lunch on Wednesday, and they might hate you because Sunday's family time, and you have to be like, okay, just you have to create a new way to think and communicate about that. But how are you doing that right now? It's in a more logical, direct, and clear way, or that's what you want to be doing. Three of Swords, bro, I thought about that when I was talking. Three of Swords, you are creating or completing, or somebody is giving you a whole new perception, a whole new idea, a whole new awareness of your personal surroundings, of your personal space, and the people that you love and that they love you. You are having a new pin, is now blowing on the sail, and you guys can move on, or it's just a wind that cuts the main stick, and your relationship can move no more. Let's go. Mercury in Libra in your fifth house. You are creating new ways to think, communicate, and analyze in a more sophisticated and sometimes gullible way about what you pay attention to, about what you like to be paid attention for, to your entertainment, to what you like to entertain, and to the fixed expression of your individuality. And now just make sure you are not creating new ways to talk about others' individualities too much. Make sure you are creating new ways to think and communicate about your individuality without smothering others, aka balance, aka Libra, aka let's go. And it is, Neptune, the Hanged Man. Okay, so you have a great opportunity to go deep within yourself and find the best gems, the best shows, the best creative ideas. But it can be harsh to make others relate to that. You might feel that it is harsh to do that, or it's weird, or it's others gonna talk shit about me, others will not understand me. That's like once I saw a meme that represents that, which is a typical Pisces boyfriend, and it was like 4 images: a guitar, coffee from Starbucks, white shirt, and cigarettes, and you can't understand my pain. And you might be like, bro, you can understand my pain, I have this vision. Bro, just take the opportunity that you have with Mercury in Libra in your 5th house and create a new way to think and communicate about that shit and express it. Go do it. And then everybody might love it, but you're like, no, nobody. And then you don't do it, and then you go there to be the Hanged Man. And you can't move. Now you all fucked up, hanged by one foot. You're not even dying, you're just staying there. Sheesh. Whoa, what is this? 10 of Wands. Yeah, too much feelings, too much visions, too much potential. Be straight. Mercury Libra. Be straight. Be direct. Let's go. Mercury in Libra in your 6th house. You are creating new ways to think and communicate about your routines, patterns, work, organization, and health that leads you to efficiency, balance, because it's before Libra, that leads you into balance, efficiency, and just being able to do all your business and rest at the same time. Not at the same time, but in your whole day. You have space to rest, to enjoy, to work, to sleep, to work out, to watch TV. but you still, everything is productive, because when you watch TV, you are resting before you go do that, or when you are working, you are imagining you doing that creative aspect of your life. Oh, Seven of Wands. So you are separating from an old feeling, an old vision, or an old creative project, or an old creative imagination, or you're just separating from an old spiritual belief, and you are creating new ways to see yourself in a higher way. You are creating new ways to bring spirituality and creativity into your routine and patterns. Let's go. Mercury in Libra in your 7th house. This means you have Aries rising. You are creating new ways to think and communicate about your relationships, or you might be creating new ways to that your relationship is thinking about you, and they might not even be thinking about you right now, but you are creating a new way, like, oh, they must be thinking this about me, and they're just thinking about the burger they're about to eat. I don't know, you know.
Like self-reflection.
And you got the mutable fire, Prince of Wands. Okay, you are developing a new way to imagine and feel and see the world and see your partners. Make sure you see them in the right way, because this is Sagittarius. It's mutable fire. You can create so many mirages, and then you give your power to that one, that now it's real to you. Okay, it's real to you. It's not a part of the general reality. It's not a part of the universe. It's still on your own multiverse. Okay? And now you think your partner thinks in the wrong way about you because they cheated on you last night while you guys were in the bed. And then when you went to the bathroom, there was a guy or a girl in the closet and they had sex there. No, bro, you're just thinking too much about it. They're just acting weird because they have diarrhea today. Or some, I don't know, bro. It's just how weird this shit is. This is how weird having Mercury and Libra in your 7th house right now can be. But on the bright side, if you are a wider and wiser spirit, you are developing a new real way, a new external way to show and share your spiritual and creative gifts, ideas, and visions. Let's go. Mercury and Libra in your 8th house, creating new ways to think and communicate in a more sophisticated, smart, fresh, and sometimes gullible way about your deep relationships, deep experiences, deep fears, and deep desires. And it is 8 of Cups. Okay, you can find a new space where, or you can find new support in an old space, or you can find a new space to have support in, or you can find a new cage. You get all excited because Scorpio is still ruled by Mars, and you can get all excited by have Libra in that house. You misunderstand, and you get excited into that new relationship, and now it's like a jail cell. But if you are on the bright side, if you have balance in that area of your life, you find a stable relationship that you can go deep and you can learn some deep new shit about yourself and the world. Or you can just go into a surface level relationship and now you feel stuck. Now you feel you need to transform yourself and kill that feeling in order to separate from the relationship. Let's go. Mercury and Libra in your 9th house, creating new ways to think and communicate and analyze in a more sophisticated, lighter, fresh, and sometimes gullible way about your spirituality, about how you share your spirituality to others, about how you react to others' spirituality, creativity, and imaginations. 4 of Cups, so you are trying to make sense out of others' feelings, emotions, and spirituality in general, and the things that they care about the most, but it's weird because you can't really analyze, you can't really comprehend, you have to ask them, then think about it, and then compare to your own perspective, so it can be weird, or you can be creating a new precise and direct way to really explain in a clear way your visions and spiritual beliefs, that it connects to others. It's not just pretty words, it's the words, the new words or a new style to communicate that make others feel connected to your spiritual purpose, visions, and imaginations. Mercury in Libra in your 10th house, learning how to think in a lighter way about your responsibilities and current circumstances. We have 2 cards, 9 of Cups and reversed 3 of Cups. Okay, so you if you learn how to think and communicate in a more lighter, relatable, fun, and enjoyable way about your business, your status, and your relationships, you can elevate how you and others sharing that area of your life feel secure, excited, connected, and juicy about. But you're gonna be previewed to some information, or you're gonna be aware of something that deals with emotion, the spirit, and the subconscious realm, or something that was hiding and now comes up to the light that can make you feel weird, that can make you feel like I don't want this anymore, or this feels kind of dirty. But bro, it's feel high about yourself, feel connected with yourself, feel deep, or feel connected with your business. Your business partner might do some fucked up shit, but it's still your business, so feel connected to it, or feel better about yourself because you were able to build a good business, or you were able to you were able to still feel good and connected and believing in all possibilities despite this fucked up information. Or you might just have a fucked up feeling, a fucked up perception about something that it's not entirely real. You're just learning how to think in a different way about it. Mercury in Libra in the 11th house, a gift to communicate your uniqueness and individuality in a more fresh, light, and relatable way. That's actually cool. Let's go. 10 of Pentacles, okay? Because Saturn is exalted in Libra and the 11th house is ruled by Saturn. So make sure that you are being creative and you are being unique about stability, yes. But remember, it's air. Remember to be light, to be flexible, to be fun, to do all that process, all that building, all that talking, all that thinking to reach a better situation, to reach a lighter situation, to reach a faster, more mutable, you don't need to worry as much type of situation. Make sure you're not just creating more problems, you're not just creating more barriers and limits to yourself, all right? And lastly, but not